Got the light on? Hey guys, welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Tim.
And I'm Brian. And we're live, man.
Guys, we got a big announcement today. We a huge announcement.
We did.
Guys, we'll be talking about it in just a little bit. If you're checking your emails coming out today, we also have a huge Fun Flower Friday coming out as well.
We're dropping a killer list of plants. It's going to be really, really exciting. You guys are, I know this is a lot of stuff you guys have been waiting on. Tim, should we dive into a little bit of what that's going to be like, or are we just going to?
Let's just start telling them a little bit of the plants that could be on today's Fun Flower Friday. And guys, today's Fun Flower Friday is really bringing it. This is a plant that there's two plants primarily on this Fun Flower Friday. And guys, we're talking about redbuds and dogwoods. Ooh. So today we're really bringing the heat. Yeah, guys, we're bringing it back. We're bringing back flamethrower. And flamethrowers are going to be available in 1 gallon XLs. That basically just means most of the time they're too big to ship in our typical 1 gallon boxes. They have to ship in a little bit larger box. But guys, these flamethrowers, it's awesome. It's one of the newest and best redbuds out there. Guys, we got the Rising Sun coming back today. Yeah, that's right. Another awesome redbud. It's one of our crowd favorites. We got Golden Falls coming back, which is a weeping golden redbud. We got Ruby Falls, which is a great companion plant with it, which is a deep red weeping redbud. And guys, we got Pink Pom-Poms, which is one that blooms, it has double blooms, looks like pom-poms. We've got a variegated selection of redbud coming out, Alley Cat. And guys, we're also dropping for the first time today, Black Pearl. And Black Pearl is a dark red redbud selection by our friends at Jackson Nursery, Ray and Cindy Jackson. And it is more compact than many of the other red selections. But with sunlight, it holds that color pretty well throughout the season, even in Belvedere, Tennessee, which is middle to western Tennessee. And it is pretty spectacular. In our greenhouses in the shade, they'll green up a little bit, but for next year, they're definitely going to have a really nice black pearl color.
And we have been bringing the plants here lately. I hope you guys have been enjoying all of the amazing selection we've been providing. We've been doing these extra 10 at 10s throughout the week, dropping those on Thursdays. Just because, we have such an amazing inventory, we want to get these plants out to you guys as soon as we can. Whenever these things get ready, we're always trying to get that available and get them on the website so you guys can get them out in your gardens and start enjoying them. I mean, between the extra 10 at 10s and this Fun Flower Friday, there's so many plants to choose from. I know it's going to be hard for you to decide which one, maybe 2, maybe 3, what you're going to order.
Yeah, no kidding. Guys, we've got some killer stuff on today's Fun Flower Friday. Killer stuff on today's Fun Flower Friday. Y'all know we've got this big open house that's coming up July 7th and July 8th. That's 7 to noon. Come here, be here. It's going to be fun, and there's going to be a lot of fun plants here available at Mr. Maple, and you can come shop in person. There'll be plenty of plants available that will be available here and not online.
Yeah.
There will be some pictums available for the first time at our open house in a while, and guys, you can come pick them up in person. We're not going to be shipping to other people right now. You've got to be in person for the open house to get those pictums. And then maybe some lily pads. There's some really cool stuff all around Mr. Maple. A lot of plants that we brought up from the lower part of the nursery since the last open house. And so everything looks very, very different. You'll be really shocked. We've got some really good sized 2 gallons as well.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this open house. I mean, I know we've had several this year already, and you might be thinking, well, I've been there. I've kind of seen what they got. No. We've got so many more plants that have become available. A lot of stuff that we had down low that was still trying to get ready. They're ready now. They're back up top. And we've got 15 greenhouses to shop from that are just packed full. And then we've got an amazing 10-gallon selection out there as well. You don't want to miss out on this, guys. It's kind of a really unique opportunity to come to a nursery, especially this size, and have this many trees to shop. I mean, before I came and worked here, I would have just died to be able to have this opportunity to come and check this out. So,
And guys, we're doing it from 7 to 12 that Friday and that Saturday. That's July 7th and July 8th of 2023. We chose early morning because it does get hotter this time of the season, so it's good to shop the greenhouses, the cold frames, earlier in the morning and then get gone by whenever the heat starts coming out. But guys, there's going to be a lot of really cool plants. It was crazy because after the last open house, we had Mayday and some other plants around in Mr. Makawa. And after everybody walked through the greenhouses, I walked around and there were still Mayday and some Mystic Macawas around.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's how many good things we had here at the open house during the last time. And we had our best open house we'd ever had. And so, you know, we it's always a fun time for us to bring people out that are just as passionate about these plants as we are. And it's such a great time to see people, talk to people, help them find plants. And that's one of the things we love doing here at Mr. Maple. So it's fun to be able to open up every once in a while to be able to, you know, have you all here and check out the plants in person.
Yeah, we've got a really great selection of plants right now, and everything's is really good size too. I've been really impressed with just how big everything's getting through this growing season. We've had some really good weather, and everything is just primed and growing fast. And so most of our 1 gallons are kind of in the XL size. I mean, a lot of them are in that XL size. So shopping in person, you're going to get a great deal and save a lot on shipping as well, and be able to walk out of here with some huge plants. And it's an exciting time to be coming to Mr. Maple.
So guys, the big announcement. The limited release sale is back live right now on MrMaple.com.
The limited sale is back.
And what this limited release sale is from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We'll be listing limited release items each and every hour on MrMaple.com. I know you all been asking, when's the limited release sale coming back? Guys, it's back.
Yeah. So, you know, stretch your clicking fingers and set your reminder for every hour of the day, and get ready, because, I mean, we've got some killer stuff. You know, some stuff that's just kind of gotten left behind that we need to get out there to you guys. That's not like full sets of things, so it's only maybe 1 or 2.
And there's some things out there that I'll just be walking around the greenhouse and say there's only 1 or 2 of.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's 4 or 5. A lot of times there'll just be 1 of some of these types.
Yeah.
So do take advantage of this. Sometimes these plants will sell out really quickly. They sell out quicker than the 10 at 10, but it's a chance to get some really cool plants that, you know, we hadn't listed in a while, or maybe currently sold out. So guys, take advantage of this. It is an amazing time and a fun time. Brian, when he was out in Oklahoma, he was often considered the fastest fingers in the West.
That's right, man.
Because he was waiting on that hour, on the hour, every hour. And
yeah, I remember whenever I was a building inspector before I came out here, and so I would be driving a lot, traveling around the Tulsa area in Oklahoma, and I'd be, you know, keeping an eye on my clock, and I'd find a nice little pullover spot at a Quick Trip or something like that, because, dude, it was 10 o'clock. I knew there was a tree fixing to hit. I had to figure out if I needed it or not. So yeah, that's how diehard I was, man. I'd be out on the job and I'd say, all right, hang on, guys, let me check my Mr. Maple real quick. Find this tree.
The funny thing is Brian would be buying plants, and Francis, his wife, would be buying plants on the other side.
That's very true.
And they'd be building boxes, but Brian wouldn't know that Francis also had plants for his box. So it was very entertaining. I think during that time, Brian was posting items he was getting from Mr. Maple, and he was getting them so quickly that some people accused him of working for Mr. Maple even before you ever actually did.
I think that's kind of where the rumor began, and then it was kind of me, Matt, and Tim joking about that a lot, and eventually I was like, so, you know, were you serious about me maybe coming to work for you? And here I am.
Well, guys, the Fun Flower Friday is one of the biggest Fun Flower Fridays for a lot of ornamental people. Redbuds complement Japanese maple so well. Dogwoods complement Japanese maple so well. And this Fun Flower Friday is nothing but redbuds and dogwoods. There's some amazing ones like the pink pom-poms. This is the first time it's been released on Mr. Maple. We released its companion plant, the white pom-poms, last year, or maybe early this spring. And now we're able to go in and also release the pink pom-poms. The black pearl, such a cool plant. People consider it one of the best red upright whenever it comes to those red buds. It has more of like a lavender purple bloom to it in the early spring. And Rising Sun is just an amazing plant. It's a bright yellow red bud that once it's established, I've seen it, down towards Charleston in full sun, doing fantastic as a bright yellow. And then we've got the Weeping Yellow Selection Golden Falls on there. And then Flamethrower, guys.
Man. And, I mean, the colors on those are just amazing. I mean, we've got just walking through the greenhouse the other day, me and Tim going through, it's like, man, these look so good. We got to get these ready for everybody, man, because it just, I mean, they add such an amazing presence in the garden. The colors on Flamethrower are insane. Like, you get, like, every color you can think of on that thing, and it's just amazing.
So, guys, again, for people who are just joining, the big announcement is that we are dropping the limited release sale again on MrMaple. Guys, we've got a lot of items. I don't know when this limited release sale is going to end. If I get really busy, I might have to take a pause.
Yeah.
But we're going to be dropping trees on the hour, every day. So you have to pay attention, see what's coming out. There's going to be so many cool plants coming out on MrMaple through that limited release sale.
And don't wait on this stuff, guys. If you see it come up on the website, get it. And, if you're coming open house, you can put in the notes section there that you're going to pick this up at open house, and that'll give us an opportunity to get those orders pulled and get it in our hold section and prepared for you guys to pick up at open house. There's going to be some killer plants, so don't wait, especially on these 10 at 10s also. We're going to have a 10 at 10 at the beginning of that week. And there's going to be some really, really awesome plants on that as well. So if you're coming to open house, don't just think, well, I'll just get it open house. Get what you see that you want, get it paid for, and we'll put it in our hold section for you. And if you're looking at also, man, we've got an amazing 10-gallon inventory online. So you can also shop for that online. I always try to remind people that because, you think, well, it's just pickup only, but we have all of that inventory live for you to shop online for that. And you can pick that up once you come to the open house.
What about those 10-gallon carnivals?
Ooh, man, I'm telling you.
We've got some 10-gallon carnivals that'll be available at the open house that are outstanding, guys.
Dude, they look unreal. They look like cartoon plants. It's the weirdest thing. There's like this pink new growth on it. The way the leaves just kind of layer in a weird way.
What about
white and green?
What about those big Hups dwarf?
Man.
Or those bald and burlap cotonuito?
Some of these, like, I literally pull up and work in the morning and I see all those 10 gallons and it just puts a giant smile on my face.
Yeah, guys.
It's like,
and there are some killer plants. And I'll need to message Derek Ortiz, but we do have some 10-gallon Makawi Atabusa as well.
Man.
Guys.
How many can we fit in his SUV? I don't know. What's the challenge this time?
I think we have either some 15 or 20-gallon Fire Dragon as well. Acer truncatum Fire Dragon. So, guys, we're bringing the heat whenever it comes to these big plants for our next open house. Guys, we've got a lot of XL 2 gallons too that are not listed on the website currently. That'll be available on site at MrMaple during our open house. So a lot of bigger product, but still more 1 gallons than you've ever seen at MrMaple. Literally, we opened up a whole new shade cloth area for our Japanese maple, or for our conifers. And then the conifer house now
is filled back
with 1 gallon.
Yeah.
And 1 gallon Japanese maples.
And we're working so hard to increase our numbers on all of these too as well. So, there's going to be an enormous amount to choose from when you come. It's not like, there will be some that we'll just have a few of, but most of everything up here is like sets, nice sets of those. So, everybody's going to get an opportunity to get one. We will have some special things for open house. We've been kind of doing that lately, a few extra little goodies in there that are going to be just one per customer, things like that. But the majority of everything is going to be enough to go around for everybody.
And the next open house is July 7th and July 8th, 7 a.m. to noon. And it cuts off hard at noon, so get here early. Basically, our cold frames, they're covered. They have white poly on them. And that does heat up as the day goes on. And so it's best to get in there in the morning and enjoy all these amazing plants, see what you want. And guys, people will say, man, this is so different from the last open house, which was just Memorial Day. And that's because there's a lot of plants that left and shipped out to many of y'all. And then many plants we brought from the lower part of the nursery that was finished and then put in those locations. So, guys, there are more plants and very different plants than when you're here at Memorial Day. You'd be really surprised how many different plants there actually are.
Definitely. And we hear a lot of people say, well, I can't come on Friday. They'll probably be sold out by Saturday. No. Me and Matt and Tim joke about it all the time. If we sell out that first day, we're all just going to close the nursery and go on vacation because we've got like so many thousands and thousands of plants.
Memorial Day, we had 500 to 700 people here, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
A lot of amazing people, a lot of amazing collectors. And we still had Mayday and Mystic Macaws sitting around the greenhouses after they left.
Yeah, Blushing Beauties. There were still Blushing Beauties out there. I mean, there was some just amazing finds out there.
Because everybody's here looking for different things.
Yeah.
Some people already have Mayday or Mystic Macaw.
Right.
Some people are Japonicum fans. Some people are reticulated style fans. And we've got everything for, if you're a fan of Japanese maples, we've got you covered. Because we've got the coolest stuff all around. You can find fun Acer Shirosonum varieties. Guys, I think we're even going to have some 10-gallon Acer Shirosonum Blue Moons available here that day at our open house, July 7th and July 8th.
I mean, very rarely do you get an opportunity to get one that size. That's pretty exciting, man. I love that cultivar. Carl Munn has some amazing introductions, and that's definitely one top of my list. Moonrise is my ultimate favorite. But Blue Moon's a close second to that.
It is. Now, it needs some protection from the hot afternoon sun. It has like this red bronzing color in the spring that's unreal, that's got yellow behind it.
Yeah.
And you can sort of see the yellow through it, which is just crazy. It's hard to describe.
Yeah, check out some pictures, man. I've got some killer shots of that I took in my garden in Oklahoma. It really does have, like you said, that bronze red color. It's a little different than like Moonrise where you get more of that pinkish tone to it. This is kind of that bronze red underneath. It's really nice, man. I love the shape of it too. The leaf shape on it reminds me a little more of like maybe Jordan, you know what I mean, than like Moonrise, but really, really cool plant.
To me, it's a more colorful Arium.
Yeah.
Like it's an Arium with more spring interest.
Right.
You want to give it some protection from the hot afternoon sun, but it is outrageous. And it gives you bright yellow colors all throughout the season. Guys, you're going to have to be here for that open house because we're going to have so many cool plants that you've never seen before. And even if you love Japanese maples, there's going to be plenty of Japanese maples that you may never even heard of before. We've got on site easily 400 to 500 different varieties of Japanese maples that will be available that day.
Yeah.
And that's just easy to say because, we constantly list 10 new trees every single Tuesday, and we're dropping them on Thursday as well. Right. It's because we have so many different varieties here available. And guys, you're going to love being here at that open house. There's going to be so many things from future tenant 10s for future tenant 10s. So many things are listed currently on the website. Things you've been looking for that have been sold out. We're going to have a lot of those things available July 7th and July 8th. That's from 7 a.m. to noon both days. So you're going to want to be here for that. But guys, better take advantage of this limited release sale because it is going to get crazy.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be cool stuff coming, dropping each and every day.
Definitely check that out. And go and kind of just browse back through our inventory that we have live right now. Because we've been doing these extra tenant 10s, we probably have a lot more live on the website right now than we normally do because we're doubling up on those tenant 10s. So there's a ton of plants still online that are amazing that you could go ahead and get in order and then kind of pair them with your limited release buys that you get in there to kind of save on that shipping, combine some orders. Definitely a good time to be shopping at Mr. Maple. We've got a lot of stuff going on.
Guys, a lot of nurseries are low in stock right now. Here at Mr. Maple, we keep bringing the heat all summer. And that's our plan, and we're bringing you the coolest plants each and every week. And Fun Flower Friday today, don't pass on it because there's a lot of cool redbuds coming down the pipeline on Mr. Maple. So much so we took down our butterfly bushes icon, and there's going to be a redbud icon there on MrMaple.com.
Nice.
Yeah. Like, guys, we are bringing it, and bringing it really hard on MrMaple.
We're trying to just get so many plants available. I mean, I know, like you said, a lot of nurseries are kind of low in stock right now. A lot of nurseries aren't even shipping right now. But we're trying to up our game. When everybody's slowing down, we're trying to get it going even more, because I mean, you guys have been shopping with us. I mean, I can tell, there's just an unlimited demand there for amazing plants, and that's what we try to do. We try to bring the most amazing, outrageous, fun, exciting plants to the website, and right now is that time to be keeping your eye on the website, and we've got a lot of cool stuff coming through.
So we had a couple of questions come through. One was, we have a 10 at 10 on July 4th. Yes. Yep. We've already got that 10 at 10 scheduled.
Yep, we just shot that the other day.
And
so
the 10 at 10 doesn't stop. Fun Flower Fridays don't stop. We probably won't have a 10 at 10 on Thursday right before the open house. We've got a lot to have to manage around that time, between getting orders out of greenhouses, getting people's orders ready for the open house, and getting everything ready just in general for the open house. But guys, we are going to be having so many fun things coming on that limited release. Someone asked specifically, will we have Mystic Makawa? Is there a chance of Mystic Makawa, Mila, Kurohime on the limited release? Guys, there are chances for everything on the limited release. I walk around the greenhouses and I look and see what's around. And I can spend hours in the same greenhouse, because there's, over 5,000 plants in each greenhouse. Right. 5,200, 5,600 plants in every greenhouse. And I walk around and I say, is this ready? Okay. It's a small set right here. Let's start on the limited release. So there's chances of everything on the limited release. You never know what's coming up. I never know what's coming up. I make a big list of things. I hand it off to one of our schedule guys, and he goes and schedules everything. Nigel does, and gets everything scheduled for the limited release. So guys, there's so many amazing plants coming to that limited release. Get excited. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. You're going to love it. And again, that's live right now. And on the hour, every hour, you're going to have a new plant popping up in that limited release. And if you go to MrMaple.com, you'll see there's a heading bar, and the first heading bar says limited release sale, so you can find it real easy. But also right below, you see where it says like maples, azaleas, conifers, dogwoods, hydrangeas, ginkgos, all that stuff. Right below that is the limited availability sale right there. And you can click shop the limited availability sale. And if it's in stock, it'll be right there. And it will say, often it'll say low stock, because there's not many of these items. So do check out fast. But guys, there's going to be a lot of cool plants coming to that limited release sale.
And just to give you an example, the first one to drop today looks like it's Kristen Star. I mean, I know that's a huge popular plant. A lot of people, I mean, that thing sells out so quickly when we put it like on our 10 at 10s. So, a lot of times we'll get maybe one or two that's left behind on that set. And now we're getting to list this in the limited sale. So that's a cool way for you guys to get it. But, man, we appreciate everybody coming. We've got about 50 people in the live chat. Everybody's talking in there, enjoying this community that we've got going on. I enjoy these lives that we do on Fridays. Just kind of give you guys updates on what we got going on, what we have in the future coming. I mean, it's a good way to communicate just the day-to-day activities that we have at the nursery and what we're planning for the future also.
So we asked, Gold Silver Investor asked, when is Jade Dragon going to become available? Well, guys, at the last open house, there was Jade Dragon available. And people were able to pick up Jade Dragon at the last open house. Not sure, they may have come up on the limited availability sale. We've got a lot of trees down low that have been potted up, that are finishing out their pots. And, there's a little bit of everything down there. Mm-hmm. So you never know what's coming on MrMaple.com through that limited release sale or through the 10 at 10s. So better stay tuned, sign up to be notified when the trees become available. Often for the limited release sale, what will happen is we'll list them on the limited release sale. And then, if things starting to get some numbers and we're busy, if things start to get a lot of items in there, then we'll go through there and send out those reminders for those limited release sales for, hey, these trees have been back in stock. But often we leave it first to the people who are out there shopping the limited release sale first. So,
Absolutely.
guys, take advantage of this. Take advantage of this quickly. And if you get a notification that says, you know, this plant's been listed again, remember, there's been a lot of other people who did too.
Right.
So do check out fast.
So, man, we appreciate you guys tuning in today. We've got a lot going on the nursery today. We probably better get out there, get on shipping, and get everything ready for the weekend and getting ready for next week as well. So we appreciate you, everybody, tuning in today, and take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.